we heard about America and we learned that to survive in this country, we needed to align ourselves with whiteness and not blackness because we didn't want to catch that smoke, essentially. So we aligned ourselves with whiteness. And so proximity to whiteness keeps us, quote unquote, safer. But in doing that, they can be like, ha, model minority. If the Asians can do it, why can't you do it? And so we created a wedge as people of color against other people of color.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole thing. And then like the riots in LA, the wedge theory came in crazy because professionals from Asia came, but they're not allowed to be doctors here. But they can get a loan because they're proximity to whiteness. But they can only get a loan in black neighborhoods.
Right.
Where black people couldn't get loans.
Right.
And so there's that automatic tension.
Was good. I'm using this for the boycotting, right? So the thing about us boycotting, to me, there's a few things going on. One is, if let's just say, so I'm just going hypothetically, right? Even though this stuff is going on. So you say black people are boycotting Asian businesses, right? And you had some Asian cats that understand it and some that don't. Some that were respectful of the situation, some that were disrespectful. So, but this is what I didn't see. I didn't see people go, well, it's no problem. We got white people, we got other Asians, we got Hispanics, we got Middle Easterners, we got all these other people who we, how can I say this, who patronize our businesses, right? I didn't see that. So that was a red flag. And the reason why that was a red flag is because, as the lady was talking about, you know, the stereotype of the Asian community leaning towards whiteness for safety. Let's just do that. It's like, okay, cool. You should, if that's the case, if you feel like Black America is unfairly not doing business with you or whatever, you should lean into the whiteness, right? Like we should be able to survive without them, which to me is the question that people don't want to, or the elephant in the room people don't want to deal with, and that's that white America really doesn't like supporting non-white businesses. So one of the reasons why they say, you know, the Asians business spots are normally in the hood, or quote unquote the black neighborhoods, is because generally when they go to white neighborhoods, white people don't support them like that. Generally, you know, so that's a thing. Now the other part about this is this. I know, how can I say this, bro? Are you overplaying the stereotype that we're, you know, thieves and bad people? Because, or how can I say this? Or are you now counting the losses like, look, man, we really don't have as many problems as we say with these people, because if the black people decide they want to boycott us, it's like, okay, well, we don't have these black people stealing from us anymore. But historically speaking, y'all really didn't get as much theft as you say. Because if you did, you wouldn't be in the black community. You won't feel unsafe as you say. Because if you felt that unsafe, you wouldn't be in black communities. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing. Does it happen? I'm sure, yes. Definitely, it happens, but it's not at these rates that people stereotype us at. Because like I said, if black people want to boycott Asian businesses, it's like, well, shoot, it should save you money, right? Like since we stealing so much, it's a good thing. And I bring that up for a reason because my knuckles. Because what winds up happening is, and we've seen this every time, like there's a group of immigrants in America, right? They have this thing where it's no. I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but well, Black America is the target, but white America turn a blind eye to. The other immigrant groups you turn a blind eye to, and we look at it from a distance, and we're like, so what you're telling us is if these people spit in your face, you're gonna say we're the blame. We're the ones to blame for it. So if this community spits into your face, it's Black America's fault. If that community spits in your face, it's Black America's fault. If the other community spits in your face, it's Black America's fault. And it's like, okay. So if you feel like we spitting in your face now you can actually blame us. You get what I'm saying? But what exactly are you blaming us for? Are you blaming us for because you feel like, we doing too much or we're disrespecting you? Because one of the things that I've noticed is if we're not patronizing your business, because y'all don't patronize our businesses. I don't see, I saw was it Didi or I think it was Didi talk about um how can I say it? How she don't remember seeing Asian people at black owned businesses. The one time I saw an Asian guy in a black owned business was at a daiquiri shop, and he disrespected the whole shop because he thought it was just like some stripper rap video that was gonna go on, and the minute like because it was people watching the game, eating, listening to music. He gets up, I want to see some ass with shaking, and then everybody just looked, and then he was like, and then he just a few minutes later he left. But it's one of those things where y'all don't really. It's a one-way street. Like we patronize your businesses, y'all don't patronize ours. And on top of that, especially with the ladies in the beauty market, whether that be hair and nails and whatnot, and even when women are going to business, um, I know that y'all will overcharge. If you buying something wholesale, your business, your community is buying it wholesale at one price. That's the Asian price. That's the white price. It's not the black price. That's how it's been done for a while. So that's been a thing. And and truth be told, I'm proud of the ladies in our community because I wasn't too sure that them they just didn't have a history of sticking to boycotts when it came to nail and hair. So that's a dope thing. But past that to the Asian community, it's like it wasn't just this Rick Child thing, because people go, um, he's one kind of Asian, so you don't have to do that to all of us. But I think what y'all forgot is, do you remember the Akai Gurley situation and how y'all had like protests to me, like he should be treated like the rest of the white cops who get off for murdering black folks. Y'all was doing marches for that. We remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The thing with the the sister in L.A. during the riots, was her getting killed a lady's fault? Absolutely. But the judge overturning the guilty verdict was where our community looked at people sideways, because it's like, so she's found guilty and then the judge overturns it. So that wasn't necessarily like, how can I say, we don't hate Asians, but you get what I'm saying. But at one minute we didn't like the lady for sure, but then the judge was a representation of the criminal justice system. I was like, oh, okay, so we get it now. So if you're not black and you kill one of us, there's gonna be a loophole for you to be able to get off. It's one way or the other. And from then to now, that's been a thing. You get what I mean? So for us, you know, if we boycott, we boycott. If we just do business with other people, we do business with other people. But even the other groups that we might do business with, they might not consistently get our dollars either. But in this scenario, I would say, like, where is the smoke for the other communities? But it normally doesn't exist, because that's how it goes. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.